Welcome back to Big Save Ave. Today we're going to be talking about the past two Stanley Cups won by the Tampa Bay Lightning and whether or not they should be legitimate.
Now, just to answer the question, yes, they should be legitimate.
100%.
With the bubble, you can't use the argument that they didn't travel because no team traveled, so everybody was at the same advantage.
If anything, Toronto and Edmonton had more advantages than anybody else. And if we're being honest, the Western Conference team, the Dallas Stars, they would have had a better advantage over Tampa Bay Lightning because they had to be in Toronto and then play there for a while and then go to Edmonton,
So
where Dallas didn't have to travel at all.
They actually did have more travel in the end. Now, with the defense of the 17 mil over the cap, I hate this argument because the Tampa Bay Lightning lost to the Chicago Blackhawks in the 2015 Stanley Cup Finals, and the Blackhawks were over the salary cap. Now, at that time, the Lightning tried to argue against this, brought it up to the league. Every other team denied them, outvoted them unanimously. So the Lightning were like, all right, I guess this is legal now. So they did this exact same thing, and they didn't break any rules. They just found a loophole. It wasn't even really too much of a loophole, but
it was just a flaw in the rule.
Yeah, and they used that to their advantage very legally.
If the NHL basically told them, which they did, they said, this is completely legal, you can do this, then the Tampa Bay Lightning are going to think, well, we think it's wrong, so let's not do it anyways. The league said, you can do this, it's 100% fair, so yeah. Tampa said, bet. Okay. Why not? Yes. Why not do it then? There's no reason to not do it, then you should do it. One thing I heard from Steve Dangle that he said is that then if your GM is not doing this, you should be seriously wondering whether they're trying to win or not. Because it's shown that the NHL does not care if you do this, and it's completely legal. Yeah. So every team should be $18 million over the cap at that point.
Yeah, nothing's stopping any other team from doing this now.
Yes. And if you look at people, there's Marian Gaborik is taking up like $6 million for the cap hit. He played a whopping 0 games this year and a whole 0 games in the playoffs. It's not like they're using all of that $18 million to sign other players to get them to be way better. A lot of those players are just for cap relief, that they aren't playing a game.
Yeah. And to that one person who said that Andrei Vasilevsky's pads are too big.
What?
No. Like, they get checked regularly. I'm pretty sure his pads are legal. And just because he's good doesn't mean he's cheating.
Just because he outperformed Carey Price in the playoffs in general, especially in the Stanley Cup Final, and just because he won the Conn Smythe does not mean he's cheating.
Yeah. He is a really good goaltender, probably the best in the league right now.
Yeah. Yeah, if his pads were so big, then why wasn't he this spectacular all regular season long? That's what I have to wonder.
Yeah.
Overall, this is maybe the best team I've ever seen, at least since I've started watching hockey, like around 2010, and really got into it at that point. Yeah. They're just so incredible on all aspects of the ice.
Yeah, they've been so dominant these past 3 years.
Yeah, their just ability to win is off the charts.
It's no wonder why they got back-to-back cups.
Yeah.
And these are very legitimate cups. You can't take anything away from what these players have done.
Julien Brisebois, I will have to say, has done a fantastic job. And it's a shocker to me how Lou Lamoriello has won GM of the Year twice in a row, and him not getting nearly enough recognition. The ability to maneuver around the salary cap like he has, I find insanely impressive. It's not cheating, it's just incredibly impressive. And the ability to realize that we're not enough after 2019, after they won 62 regular season games, but got swept in the playoffs. And he said, you know what? We're not enough. He had the courage to go out and add some more pieces and stick with the team and see, like, we're going to see this thing through. We are still good enough to win the cup.
Yeah, and they proved it, and they won the cup. And then they won it
again. And then they won it again. congrats to the Tampa Bay Lightning for winning their second cup in a row. Congrats to me for predicting that they would win it in 5. Spectacular job all around. And congratulations to Andre Vasilevsky for winning the Conn Smythe.
I'm Matthew.
And I'm Avery.
Thanks
Thanks for
for
watching.